Since Qatar won the bid to host this year's World Cup in 2010, Qatar has invested over $200 billion in the preparation for the World Cup. What does the figure mean? That's 5 times the total sum of expenditures for the previous 7 tournaments. With such a huge investment, what kinds of reward does Qatar expect? Let's calculate the economic accounts. The World Cup is expected to attract about 1.2 million tourists from all around the world to Qatar, generating an estimated $17 billion in revenue. The industries that benefit directly from the tournament include tourism, hotels, airlines, and catering. It will stimulate the Qatar's gross domestic product (GDP) to grow by 4.9%. It is expected that around 2030, Qatar will receive 6 million foreign tourists every year.
So all eyes will be on Qatar. Estimations are there will be 5 billion people watching the World Cup. So I think after the World Cup, everyone will know what is Qatar and where is Qatar. Our mission and job as Qatar Tourism is to showcase the country and tell people much more that Qatar is more than football, and showcase the country, showcase the heritage, the hospitality of the country, so people will start thinking about Qatar as a tourism destination.
Other than stimulating the economy for the short term, Qatar places more weight on the persisting positive effect of the World Cup on their economic development. Qatar is striving to promote its economic transformation by attracting foreign investments and developing the tertiary sector like tourism. It is pushing for economic diversification. Qatar hopes that its investment in the World Cup will sustain the long-term development of its economy.
So the World Cup fit in very perfectly with these plans. A, because it'll bring a lot of attention to Qatar. Second of all, it would really put a catalyst to make sure that all these projects are completed in time for the World Cup. So that right now Qatar is ready really to go into the next phase of a more knowledge-based economy, moving away from hydrocarbons. And really right now I think Qatar is well positioned to attract more tourism in the future after the World Cup, but also to attract foreign trade and foreign capital.
The World Cup brings not only economic benefits but also intangible benefits. The World Cup puts the world's focus on Qatar, increasing the country's attraction and fame, and helping upgrade Qatar's national image. After the FIFA World Cup 2022, Qatar will host the 2023 AFC Asian Cup and 2030 Asian Games. Do you understand the economics behind the Qatar World Cup? Is it a good value for Qatar to invest $200 billion in the World Cup?